Imagine yourself here. Imagine your life is a part of this life. These are the beautiful Black Hills of Western Dakota. This is the home of Apple Springs Resort. The Black Hills of South Dakota and Wyoming. Changing terrain, a sense of freedom, of uncrowded spaces. One of the most striking tracts of land in all the world. A place where a lucky few enjoy an unparalleled, peaceful tranquility, almost unimaginable to those who have never been here. Tucked away in these Black Hills is majestic Boulder Canyon. Nestled in Boulder Canyon is Apple Springs. Apple Springs will be the premier residential resort community in the Black Hills where every day is a weekend. Golf just outside the door. Here in these hills is something for everyone. A place for all seasons. Apple Springs Resort is equally distanced just 5 minutes from two of the Dakota's most famous communities. The classic western town of historic Deadwood and legendary Sturgis, home of the world's largest motorcycle rally. Imagine this is your commute. It could be. Boulder Canyon, one of the most scenic byways in the hills, is your drive to and from luxurious Apple Springs. Meet brothers Mark and Dave Simpson of Apple Springs Resort. Far beyond the role of developers, the brothers are stewards of the land.
The thing with this property, and there is something with land that becomes part of you, and we want to be able to carry that on to you, to be able to experience the same feeling that we have. There's lots of times when we're doing things that I'm not up here, and your heart's racing and everything, and you get here and everything calms down, your heart rate goes down. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about this area that just does it.
We're surrounded by Forest Service on 3 sides. That gives you literally this bigger than life. I mean, 600 acres, just a fraction of what you really have access to.
It's a very special place geographically.
Millions of acres. Yeah, it's hard to really comprehend how much space you really have. That's one of the beautiful things about buying on Forest Service boundary, is that you may be buying this piece of private land here, but you have this expanse of land. They're not going to be building houses back in there. That's it's public land, but as a practical matter, that's your backyard, you know. In a project like this, there's finite amount of land available. We're completely surrounded by Forest Service, and so that gives some insurance to people that buy out here that, hey, I'm buying something that's kind of unusual, and that there is a finite amount of land that fits in this parameter. So I think a lot of times in real estate development, they build this, and then they build this, and they build this, and they just keep right on going, and it can have a dilution effect. Where for our project, since we have that surrounding, just that much more enhancement from a value perspective and potential appreciation.
I've lived here all my life, and there's all this history that's here. And I think part of it, when you live in the Black Hills, you know this history is here, but you take it for granted. And part of what we want to do with Apple Springs, being so close to the epicenter of Deadwood in this whole area. This was the Wild West. This is where Wild Bill Hickok got shot. The stagecoach went through here. It's not a stretch that they went right through this property. The gold that was stolen from a stagecoach in this area, of course gold, you know, is heavy. So all these guys, they went in all different directions, which they could be anywhere. And I keep, you know, when I'm up here with that bulldozer, I'm always looking, believe me.
You will peek out the doors of your new luxury home to find stunning Black Hills scenery with mountains, meadows, apple orchards, ponderosa pines, aspen, birch, ironwood, and oak trees, and the gorgeous Boulder Canyon Golf Course. Stretching out approximately 6,600 yards, this newly designed par 72 18-hole golf course at Apple Springs will define what golfing is, not only in the Black Hills, but for the entire Midwest.
I have a very artistic brother.
Mimicking nature to me is kind of been my philosophy. You can't outdo nature, and just try to take things that nature has provided and use that in a creative way.
I mean, it's like Gutzon Borglum. I mean, you're chiseling through rock to build certain holes and a certain look. And when you play it, you're going to kind of come up to a tee box, and it won't be stuff that we laid rock in. It'll be literally carved right out where you're going to be teeing off. So a lot of different interesting scenarios where his ability as an artist and utilizing large equipment come together for kind of a unique scenario as far as development goes.
Well, I guess on a golf course, there is the design, which is a big deal. But beyond the design of the golf course, it's the beauty. A lot of people that go out and golf, it's the game, but it's also the beauty of being able to go outside and go through all this, where everything's manicured, everything's nice, nature is still taken care of. And to me, it's the final details of a golf course that really sets a golf course off. We could have just stayed down below, but with this type of a resort, we've decided to go up into the mountains, and we'll be able to create this phenomenon of this golf course that's the likes have never been seen. We want this course to be really challenging, but also for the golfers who may not have that high of ability that can still enjoy a championship golf course.
The new Golf Lodge and Convention Center features a day spa, wellness and fitness center, an indoor-outdoor pool, sports bar, golf center, even a fishing dock, and immediate access to the walking paths that are carefully routed throughout Apple Springs. Plus a state-of-the-art multimedia conference center, luxurious condominiums, and the registration and welcoming center for guests as they arrive at the resort.
It's not a typical housing development in the sense that a developer comes in, lays out roads, finishes infrastructure for lots, sells lots, and leaves. We have a long-term business plan where we're literally creating a resort. Something has not been done in the Black Hills yet.
In a secluded valley surrounded by beautiful mountains of the Black Hills, and with all the different flora, with oak and aspen that a lot of times you don't get in other parts of the hills. And even Terry Peak behind us, where the ski slopes are at, those are probably 15 minutes from here. Deadwood is just 5 minutes from here. Sturgis, 5 minutes from here. So you can see that you can actually be in the hills and get in all its glory, but you're only 5 minutes from any things that you meet.
There is a certain feeling that you get when you come out here, and it's something that we believe that all visitors, whether you're an owner of a home out here or if you're vacationing, have a family reunion out here, that you'll experience some of that kind of Old West charm that comes with this area.
And when you have something that's that inspirational, it's you can take it to the next level. And we want to take it to the next level that the Black Hills has never seen before.
It is truly a beautiful place we've been blessed with, and we're just trying to be good stewards and create an environment that's really appealing to a broad audience.
surrounded by luxury, centered in nature. Apple Springs, a residential resort community in these Black Hills, is a place of peaceful tranquility. A magical place that begs you to do something else with your time. A place of classic Western communities and modern conveniences. Mountains, streams, lakes, wildlife, and maybe you. Imagine yourself here. Imagine yourself here in the Black Hills. Imagine yourself here. Apple Springs.